All right, we're ready to move on to the fruit. Today we're going to start at the top of the banana and then work our way down. And the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out what color this stem is, this dried up stem. And it looks, if you look really close, it kind of has this brownish gray color, kind of brown reddish gray color. So I've got all the colors on my palette. I've got yellow, a couple scoops of yellow, couple scoops of white, 1 scoop of blue, 1 scoop of black, and about 2 scoops, maybe 2.5 scoops of red. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to make brown, and then I will add white to that, and then I'll kind of compare it and see how I feel about it and see if I need to add anything else to it to get it to be the color that I'm happy with. So one way to make brown is to mix orange and black. So we need to make some orange with yellow and red. Make sure your orange is not too yellowed, because then it'll look more green than brown. And then I'm going to get a little bit of black. I'm going to add a little bit more red to this. Alright, so now I've got a version of brown. So you can see what that looks like when I spread it out. Okay, so I've got a version of brown from mixing mostly red. I would say it was probably more of a red-orange with black than just orange, because when I did the orange with black, it wasn't the right color that I needed. So I added a little bit more red, and then that made more of the brown I was looking for. All right, and now I've got water on my brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of white, and I'm gonna mix it up here, not down here, because I need it to be very light. So, and I'm going to use my smaller brush. Alright, so I'm going to paint that whole top section with this color, and then I'm going to come back and add more white. So this will be the main color. This will be the darkest color. I can see that. So picking up more white, and I'm going to add that directly to the paint so I can create that highlight color right there, that lighter value. Alright, now I also see there's a little bit of a dark shadow in that. So I'll come back and pick up the brown. And see if I can't add it directly in there. And then I see that the stem is kind of a greenish color, a very, very light lime green color. So I want to make that. So I'm going to use mostly yellow, a little bit of blue. Alright, I like the way that looks. I do need to add a shadow there. A little bit of a shadow on this side. So I'll add a little bit more blue. think I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of black to that. I'm good with that. Okay, so I made green, and then I added a tiny speck of black to that to darken it up just a little bit so it wasn't so grass green looking. And then I'm gonna paint it over here on this side. I'm gonna use a little bit of water. All right, and I feel like the yellow here is a very light yellow, so like yellow plus white. All right, so I'll take some white. It does not take very much yellow, so be careful. You don't want to make it too. I'm ready to kind of start creating these brown streaks. So I think I'm gonna use the brown I already have to do some of this, and then I'll darken it up to finish. All right, still using the brown paint. You see there's kind of like some smudginess over here. So just trying to create that with the brush and the water and a little bit of paint. All right, I feel like I see a lighter area down here, so I'm adding white. All right, so I want to try to create some of those splatters, those little, by using water and my paint, but I do want to protect what's going on in the background. Alright, so I'm just taking my color, getting water, and I ended up having, depending on the brush you have, if you, some brushes will let you kind of do like this. Oh, there we go. And then you can, it'll create it, and then sometimes you have to flick it. But you gotta make sure you have enough paint, and you have enough water. Alright, and if you did get that in your background, you should be able to just take some water and erase on those little spots, and it should come right out. Just need to add a little bit more of a shadow color over here. We're going to take that same shadow color we did from earlier, that darker green color. Maybe I'll add some brown to it. And then I'm going to finish the banana by mixing the brown with black. Alright, and then there's a tiny bit of a highlight in there. I'm going to see if I can pick up this color, the color from the top of the banana. And then put in that one little line.